care to fight, right? You want to be kiting back. You want the enemy running into you, which when you're facing Jinx Corki doesn't need to happen.
Well, interesting though, Lyric, because they needed AP damage. RNG, 2 half-health members versus 2 slightly above half-health members. Look at the exhaust use, Lyric, for the Ignite. That's a great way to start the game.
And we got to remember that Beichuan is also pathing down towards his bot side, to where Wei is pathing away from the RNG bot lane. So probably not going to be any opportunities for Gala or Ming to find anything. Xiaohu getting a pretty good trade mid.
But you know what? It's a Victor, and he has shielding, but the minions! Oh, the minions don't kill him. The pot used. And
giving over the Herald.
Great respect from Gala, though, in the meantime, though. Hung an LWX behind the turret. This is going to be big, but the curtain call gets unleashed. There'll be enough damage here if Ming can get nearby. He's got flash available as well. The Haymaker's about to come through too. The true damage and the dunk down. Ming takes Hung's name.
How much Xiaohu is one mid? My guess is Wei probably will drop that one for the victor, but maybe getting some Golden Jace would be quite nice.
Yeah, making the game move a little bit. It's great that you pull up the point that the game is even here for FPX as they even make a play towards the bottom side. Gala and Ming, it's 3 members down here for FPX, and another great play on the Chompers. This duo set up nicely as Ming flashes away with a good Haymaker, but even under the turret, Beichuan, one more hit. It'll be a trade, but a beautiful trade made by FPX.
Versus LWX.
I was going to say, it does feel that way because Xiaohu's 1,000 gold up, but LWX just got the solo turret plating bot. We had about RNG not completely being out in the late game. It just feels like the tools are there, as you mentioned, for FPX. RNG are going to get a turret in response through the mid lane, but LWX is going to get solo turret gold once again. 460 gold. That is absolutely obscene.
Yeah, again, it's all going to be on LWX's shoulders. I feel like for FPX, though, I truly wonder how much of an impact it'll mean that side. It's not necessarily about get in, burst you, get out. So Xiaohu just saying, hey, I want more damage. I also striking first, showing no mercy. It doesn't work out, and Mr. LaRusso counterpunches, aka RNG, and wins in the end. They did lose some games like that in Demacia Cup, but they also did find some wins. So, you know, at least it'll be exciting. But Bin going for the solo kill.
They're looking for it. There's no matter of Xiaohu. The flash forward. Bin still wants to take it. He hammers down once again. Bin gets it. Welcome to RNG. He may die, but he gets the swing.
We're going to be looking at what positioning Ming takes. Was kind of angling for a flank the other side, but now just playing front to back.
Package diff, though, for Gory. There's a Herald down to sway them. It's a steal. It's a steal. RNG pick up a Dragon, but now it's teleport, and there's going to be another one from the other side. The Xiaohu joins the fray. Remember that Bin can come in as well, but Wei's already dead. It's a reset for Beichuan as he gets stuck in the gravity field. But the package used in the end to stop a Herald. That's a 1 for 0.
Oh, Beichuan
comes through and into the backline. Beichuan being ambitious, but he's blown up. The Super Mega Death Rocket, though, says no. And onto Xiaohu, LWX.
Have a numbers advantage. They're looking for it. They need to be careful, though. Bin could put some nice poke onto them. Xiaohu and Wei have quite a bit of time to be able to get here.
Hung has to be careful. He was the one who's getting low. The shield helps out. It's a 2K, but now into the backline. Ming ulti's in. Haymaker won't steal it. It's a Thresh that takes it. Talk about
He is able to steal the Dragon, as we see in the replay. We're going to see the lack of engage come out from FPX with the fact that Beichuan is to start the initiation with his ultimate on Viego.
Hello.
But it's there's another fight.
Okay, well, Gala pulls out the curtain call, but unfortunately that was a 1-second show. The audience gets their refund, walks away. But it's a Baron buff doing a Super Mega Death Rocket. Gala, he's out of there thanks to Gale Force. But I tell you what, Lyric, it's looking pretty scary for RNG in this first game.
Yeah, I mean, just even looking at item disparity is FPX. I just
died.
They're just dead.
Reset there for Ming as well. 2 kills immediately. Those are big death timers at 22 minutes in the game, and FPX has such a big lead. This inhibitor's going to go down maybe even more.
Yeah, FPX is going to keep pushing through. 2 members down. I think FPX probably can just look for the end. They don't really have a wave.
LWX got
the next one should be here defensively. I think FPX realized as a unit. FPX realized that if LWX doesn't die, they do just win out on all these fights. Still think potentially that maybe something like Bloodthirster would have been better for the fact that...
Pockets really... Pings are going down from RNG. They're trying to set up a brush gank, it looks like.
People, really nice from Hong, as well as things like Xiaohu's ultimate. So paying respect, playing to their lane, and now going to try and force a Baron.
Yeah,
They might just sneak it. They might be fine.
I mean, yeah, look, at the moment, there's only 2 people there. Shala, who will be able to do it as the Graves, but Hung's getting low, teleport in. RNG are trying to capitalize on this as Hung gets last shotted. In fact, the 4th misses onto LWX. They're running for the hills, is over the wall. Ming's there, takes the jungle out of the equation, but it's given over in the end to Beitchuan. But can they escape with the Haymaker down as well? RNG still have their opportunity, but Gory joining in, has the burst as the Corki. Wei gets blocked thanks to Xiaohu, but low health members across the board. LWX trying to join in.
Right now, Xiaohu picking up this turret. Gory looking a little bit hesitant to solo push out in bot side. At least can make his way into the enemy jungle, maybe steal a blue buff or something along those lines. Maybe link up with mid, get some damage down. But the Baron, a lot of use. Props to Beitchuan. I was so scared. I'm like, man, we've hit on how FPX in the Master Cup have shown they can throw Barons. They are amazing at throwing Barons. But come in here today, they still secure the smite. Everything ends up okay. And guess what? You're at Soul Point. Dragon's up in 50 seconds. You have full control of enemy bot side jungle. You're ahead in terms of items. Everything is looking like FPX should be able to secure Infernal Soul and then look for the teamfight to end.
I think Ming Hex Flash and Hung just prepared with the hook. Beast burning down. Hung surprisingly died first and Ming's out.
RNG, what can they do? You can quickly try and push the wave, but doesn't really do much. Opening up the curtain call.
Yeah, Gory is going to be hit.
Bot side to be able to secure this inhibitor.
It looks like clockwork right now, but Xiaohu wants to turn that around. Gory's level 17, but Xiaohu only 16. Look at this from FPX. They're sieging on the bottom side. Hung goes in for the flash play, misses the hook, but LWX doesn't care. He's still hitting away. But look at Beitchuan. As Xiaohu goes on down, he's going to get a reset, and it doesn't matter in the end. RNG getting blasted back, and Lyric, this is going to be it against the Nexus, against the Fountain. The triple 80 carry are firing everything in the kitchen sink, and the Hung goes in to go golden just so he can get LWX some more resources. FPX playing with their food in game number 1, and their food is RNG, who I thought were going to be the best team in the LPL, but game 1 showing that FPX have still got that fire.
Yeah, and it would set up RNG for at least having power, strength in the 1-4 later on, right? Jax will be able to win those later trades up against the Gwen. You do have some hold potential in mid lane with things
move up in the wave. They know their jungler's down here, but Wei's going to make his way in. He flashes on top of Hung, who just burnt it for the binding, and it backfires for first blood. Wei with the... Hung's walking in. This is patience, and patience is virtue as Hung's going to get knocked up. The Deadly Flourish connects as well. Karma helps out, and Ming picks up the kill. Wei once again knows the way of RNG's bottom lane.
We have seen if you are willing to sit in a brush for more than 30 seconds, it will pay off. Xiaohu's down here now. Blew the flash.
Flash. He uses the proto belt and wants to take him out. Wei will pick up the kill, but it's an assist.
And I mean, for RNG, you know, for any LPL team, you know when it's Cloud Dragon first, it's going to be most likely a
very deep ward that just spotted him out. It expired as Beitchuan moved by, so RNG know he's there, but Ming walks into brush anyway, doesn't care, gets netted, and he's dead. Blood. And it's all going to be given to Gala and Ming in this bottom lane. And that's worthwhile gold. Wait.
Quite a bit each time, right? They lost turret, they're losing dragon. You got some damage down onto the tier 2 as well. Beitchuan's getting some camps as Ming. Maybe they find Gory.
Nice flash forward. The binding's going to connect. There's a flash taken by Xiaohu as well. The Chaos Storm does.
You're still in a decent position to get more on the top half of the map.
Well, I want to track how those items come across. So, but Ben, meanwhile, actually going for the solo kill. You said he was in fine position, but he wants to take it. He flashes away, looking for the needlework, but he dunks him down. It's going to be important. I mean, Xiaohu and Wei have actually just grouped up, and this is the lane that Ben was in. He's gone towards the top side, and the lethal tempo Jax is only just going to have to deal with Caitlyn, while RNG is just taking a free turret as a trade, but this is a tier 2.
Point, been able to safely catch the wave near his turret. For FPX, I think you've done... You've
net away way too close. That's a Herald play right through mid. The Sleepy Trouble Bubble, it connects. Hung in a bit of danger. Beitchuan has to defend him, but look at this. How far can you go? Beitchuan has to get out while Hung is dead. LWX as well. Next up is Bin, who's going to be RNG. Just going to take turret off the back of that too.
Yeah, RNG easily able to pivot back into mid. Beitchuan shouldn't be able to do anything here. And man, it's nice to see RNG firing on all cylinders. Collector coming out for Gala as well. And we've been seeing this big comp.
RNG are on 3 dragons. There's a Mountain Soul coming up, and LWX, he's probably dead. How do you get out of this one? The question that might be an answer pretty much soon. Hung gets a binding down, and here comes the final spark, but Way's not affected. Trouble bubble again. Oh my god! LWX doesn't get to play the game anymore, and now Bin's going to do it again. Baitron there, though. This is going to be a 1v2 as Bin's level 13. The counter-strike coming through. Baitron's holding on. There's the ulti. He flashes away, but it's too late. He holds his mark, and it strikes true. But for FPX, what are they losing for Baitron to be so patient?
Yeah, and it just goes to show what we hit on earlier, right? This is one of the avenues, and I'd probably say the best avenue that FPX have to finding gold and ways back into the game is going for these picks on side lanes, even getting a nice objective bounty. Dragon, get chunked too low beforehand, try to then make RNG choose. Sadly, though, key abilities down. Hung gonna be in a very threatened position if he walks forward. Looks like RNG should be able to get this before all the members of FPX are able to get here, though.
But Baitron, it doesn't have ulti, but he has the flash available. It's at 3.7k. FPX can steal this lyric. They're going to be careful for the jungler of FPX. I mean, Baitron spotted out in the back of the pit. Baron is still aggro, but no one's hitting it. Bin to zone them off as Gory has found him, but that's going to be a Chaos Storm at the ready as ShallowLL Who going in. Baitron gets it! He stole it! Thank you for the objective bounty in FPX. Baron is their name.
You know, whenever you ask how does a team get back into a game, I don't feel like stealing Baron with a gold bounty should be the answer. But FPX do it, and they
look at what Bin's doing. This is a miniature base race, but the problem is that Bin doesn't have the Baron buff. It's not going to be as fast, Lyric, and pretty good chance of just taking the Elder outright.
Yeah, RNG going to try and do better than they did last time by having Bin try and zone off Baitron. They do got to be careful, though.
But there's no ulti from Baitron, no flash this time. Surely he can't steal it. The Trouble Bubble also with a great location. And Gory, he has flash himself. He wants to get over the final spark. No. Smite this time secures his all-in fight with Elder Dragon. FPX need to get the hell out of there, but ShallowLL Who may be immune, but
the ultimate from Gala. And I think RNG, oh, wait.
Well, Gory shouldn't be here, and with Elder, he's about to get executed, but by who is a question. It's Gala in the end. Chaos Storm goes down and does a bit of damage, but ladies and gentlemen, that mid lane is dead for quite a while. It's a 5 versus 4 with Bin pushing down mid. That Elder ready to do some damage for the next minute.
Oh, and especially this turret is one that Zoe just loves to siege because of this long wall that you do have.
Oh, no.
Super Trouble Bubble.
Oh, Hung give
and
it,
Hung goes down.
Taketh away. There you go. 3 versus 5. I'm going to keep on counting, Lyric. That base is going to be in tatters. A ShallowLL Who looks for a response in the bottom side, but he soon has to back as well.
Yeah, ShallowLL Who once again just trying to pick up some gold on the opposite side of the map, knowing that they can't match because of the fact that Gory already did get picked out. This is going to open up an inhibitor for RNG, potentially 2 inhibitors with the fact that Hung is still down for 15 seconds. RNG just taking everything on the map right now. Gold lead not really mattering at all, but still, you have Soul, you have Elder. RNG are 5-man strong. And in the end, they're just going to back off.
It's going to be taken down. Look at what they're doing. They're going to go up the super minion wave, which means it's going to be quite slow. RNG get a free Baron this time around. Baitron not even going to try. They're just looking for the inner turret, the inside tracks there. And getting a little bit more gold so they can get these 3rd, 4th item on the key carries, Lyric. FPX delaying the game even further, but LWX, hang on a minute. Maybe the game doesn't go too much further as the curtain call is lining up for the Caitlyn. But she'll get out in the end. Hung gets the final shot.
I mean, they're even having Bin put up pressure in the mid lane. Way though.
Oh, he's dead. He's nuked. He's nuked. He's absolutely nuked from existence. ShallowLL Who picks up the kill. That's a different player. As Baitron heads back towards the fountain. That's triple inhibitor now down. ShallowLL Who's joined in the fray though, and ShallowLL Who actually going to be on the spot here, but he's got a fake flashes. There's ShallowLL Who going down. ShallowLL Who picking up the counterpart, and both names sound very similar to me as Way goes on in. But this Gwen, so healthy. Lyric, I'm scared. I'm scared for RNG because for Baitron, he wants that little reset, but Bin's jumping back in. The Jax is scary as the Gwen, but she has true damage and is immune. FPX, oh, they're going to lose one more. Wave. And there's nothing FPX can do. RNG will pick up Elder number 2. And
it's very hard to go into. Or they can back off, try to farm up. I don't know if any of them were close to goal of maybe picking up another component. Try and play out the way they did before of letting RNG aggress into them. Try and kite them out under their turrets to a point where RNG are too low and need to back off and you get yourself more time. I don't think it should work like that. You're up against Elder, you're up against Soul. RNG can try and just keep pushing this in and threaten with 3 waves of minions.
Just looking at that wave clear for the time being, though. RNG moving to the final inhibitor. The damage they're doing is still significant to Shallow, who's jumping forward. And Gwen's ulti once again available as Shallow, who is the front line at this point, strangely enough. Wade trying to target them down. Look at what RNG are doing. Trying to gear up all the waves to come through and hope that Xiaohu hits a binding once more. It's onto Beichuan. He actually might be caught out in the curtain call. One last hit as well, and the jungle would do it, but that's not enough. Xiaohu, again, doing a lot of damage even against the Elder. And FPX are holding out here, Lyric. Look at the wave clear at this late point in the game. For RNG, they need that pick immediately. Even onto Xiao, Beichuan starts it off, but that's so ambitious. The wave clear continues to come through, but the jungle is dead.
Oh!
Ambitious is the right word to use because now Xiaohu finds a pick and that starts it off for RNG. 5 versus 4 to try and end the game. Gory's running away, but he's blasted as well by the Elder buff too. We're looking at Xiaohu, who is underneath the turrets. He's got the needlework, but as he goes golden, he can't finish off the blow, and he too will be executed. We're going to game 3 here for RNG versus FPX as RNG finally seal the deal in game 2.
There were some hiccups, but I'd say overall, very promising game coming out. You are still range, so, you know, sure, you aren't going to like necessarily dominate here in the matchup, but can try and get an early CS advantage, win out through that way. You have the Lulu to buff up your double hyper carry in Corki. Too much for the fact that Gory wasn't really known as some kind of god tier laner over in the LCK from the people I talked to. It was much more about these team fights and how he impacted the map later on and having these highlight reels team fights. But ooh, Gory might just be dead.
Oh, he's flashed away. Good Valkyrie, but Xiaohu.
The mini map.
Is it happening again? Oh, it's schoolyard bullying once again. Scout of the Week's going to hit too. There's a flag and drag. Way's only level 3. He uses his own flash and he's out. Lyric, Gory 0-2 at 4 minutes in the game.
You know, I feel like we've seen this game today. It just happened in the top lane, and it was called OMG versus TT game 2.
It was. It was. And this bottom side that's on Vision. And FPX going to be picking up the dragon you also mentioned. So Gory with this package seems like he's just going to keep playing in the shadows here.
No
they get there in
W
time.
landing from Gala.
Predator. Hang on, Lyric. I forgot. It's a Predator Thresh. LWX goes melee range. He wants
back to mid lane. Sure, Beichuan was wrapping around, but I'm not quite sure why LWX and Hunk stayed that far forward. We did just set up this play. Herald does come out, and now 4
but you know what? Sticking around is not going to work out. Beichuan on the way, but this is a 4 versus 3 for now. The Corki nowhere nearby, but a TP available as a hook does connect. The Scat of the Week blown up as Hung. Way underneath the turret, though. This is retribution here for FPX, but he flashes back in. Unleashed as Dragon spawns.
Also on items, Xiaohu also being such a strong point, having the Luden's 4-stack Dark Seal. Another Scout of the Week hits, could just be burst.
Oh, nice Cataclysm, flash away from LWX, back up off a cooldown. So Mega Death Rocket almost does the job, but there's the package into the middle. Gory doesn't connect it though, really, as the Flake comes through with the box down as well, but FPX are winning the fight. That's the TP advantage. At work, 2 members already dead. Way under turret, Sonic Wade with a huge kick not even needed. And Xiaohu smashes down onto the bottom lane for FPX to block.
Had been being hit in the meantime, do go down. FPX finding another window back into this right in time. You know, I feel like for RNG, now you're in a little bit of an awkward place with the advantage that you did have. Ooh, Xiaohu.
Let's see.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
As it doesn't seem like we can hear hysterics, or maybe I just can't hear hysterics. Oh, well, sorry guys, just confirmed we did lose hysterics. We didn't lose me. I thought you guys did lose me, but you didn't. So here you are, Lyric, chat.
Sneaky in the bush. FPX have no vision here. And RNG know it. They're going to be walking up as there's a Cataclysm down. Unleashes hell on the enemy. And it's going to be FPX who pick up the dragon, but they
still does buy enough time for the other members of... Okay.
Oh, he's dead again. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. I mean, Lyric, we do have Baron. We have an RNG that are ready to push down mid. We've got a bottom lane turret that they can take as well. So for Royal Never Give Up, gold's going to be even after the Gwen's done down there. And they're getting a bit more map control. And they're
Yep, Chakram's coming out. LWX is going to be able to burn this so fast. Bin is here, but Wei's only
so
coming
many
from base.
LWX has so many. It's going to go down. FPX are going to get the Baron. They sneak it once again. The team that loves Baron. At 24 minutes, they find yet another hung at half HP. But RNG, head in their hands. Like, what can we do here? There's the engage. The kick backwards. They got Xiaohu. He'll go golden, but shortly he'll be buried in a coffin. RNG find a response kill onto the jungle, but it's 4 versus 4. Forward they go, and Ben needs to carry this as he finally joins on him. But the jungle's dead as well. Xiaohu blasted with the rocket from Gala. Ben's still half HP. The poke is so obnoxious, and it's an infernal dragon, so it would add to the poke. RNG want to steal this one away, but they're trying to leash it right now. Get through. Wei needs a steal. He's in, but it's way too late. He's out thanks to the Dark Passage as he turns into a snowman. The only thing that he's going to be chilling about right now is if RNG can get a pick, but they can't. And FPX now with an Infernal Soul, a Baron buff as well, Lyric. Poke away, and RNG will not be able to stay.
Yeah, RNG got onto the map first, did the setup there. They're able to utilize that poke with the vision disadvantage that RNG does have. RNG, though, can't ignore that dragon and just wait to scale like FPX did try to do last game, right? RNG know that it will be harder the longer this game goes on. So we see that Wei had to try and go for the steal, but man, FPX now just have so much pressure on the map. Again, for RNG, the one place they don't want to be is standing right in front of all the champions of FPX, but FPX's siege potential is so strong, RNG cannot ignore this.
Look at this, TP in the back. Lyric. This is going to be a massive flank from Bin. This is where RNG hold the line, stand their ground, and they're being caught. LWX going to be the target in the back line. Wei goes in, sacrifices himself. A beautiful flank from RNG. That'll turn the play. No,
right away. There's just no real self-healer or defense mechanisms coming in for FPX's comp.
Where are they going? FPX maybe trying to run away, but Ming's been caught. Had such good engages, but now that leaves Bin out to dry. 4 members of FPX are onto him as the Sonic Wave connects once again. He's got no flash, but he's got the kick available into the ward jump, but it's too far over the wall. H1 for the second try. Remember, Dragon's Rage will do it all, but Sonic Wave times out. Wei absorbs the damage as FPX are now trying to run it forward. The Infernal Soul is absolutely slaughtering them. And Bin's trying to kite away. Gala's behind him, and he can't afford to let his AD carry get hit. As Bin absorbs the damage once again. Immune. Inhibitor's going to be the cost here, Lyric. That's me. I want to point out that the Corki, not important, because Xiaohu's in a bit of trouble. Flay down, box down as well. Death Sentence doesn't connect. You've got to kill him. You have to kill Xiaohu because pings are going down from FPX. They're going to go do the Baron while you chase down the man with a big cannon. Good shutdown, but get towards the purple worm.
I mean, sadly for the side of FPX, so they were coming off resets when Xiaohu got caught in the side lane.
True.
They weren't just able to be like, hey, they're getting on top of our top laner, let's go straight to the Baron.
Double TP.
But it might not matter just because, once again, LWX having the Chakrams coming out, they just burned it so fast.
But they're looking for Hung in the back end. They don't care about the Baron if they can get the kills, but Ming's obliterated immediately. Around Gala must go as LWX has his Chakram still there, but Bin's on the flank. Look at how diverted the fight is. H1 the next target, but the blowing upness continues from Gory. Holy moly. This is why Corki is absolutely ridiculous with the explosive build.
And for FPX coming into a new split with a new roster where on paper, this isn't a roster that people would expect to succeed, especially up against a team like RNG. Once again showing from their Demacia performance, this is a team you have to respect.
Dude, we criticized Gory. We said, okay, well, he's not going to be the focus of this roster. One play's all it takes for FPX to take the series against Royal Never Give Up and get their first win of the LPL 2022 Spring Split.